This is Shelley Wilmoth, and I am sitting down with Gisele Taylor-Wells, the Interior Design Program Coordinator here at Forsyth Tech. Can you tell me a little bit about yourself, Ms. Wells?
Sure. I have a background in commercial interior design as well as historic preservation. I got into teaching about 9 years ago now, and I've been at Forsyth Tech the whole time. I have a bachelor's degree in interior architecture and a master's degree in interior architecture from UNCG.
Can you tell me a little bit about the program that you are the coordinator of, the interior design program?
Sure. We are a 2-year full-time day program. We are an associate in applied science. We cover all types of design, from commercial to residential to different specialty design types. We strongly believe in collaborating with our community, so we do a lot of projects with them. We have students from varied backgrounds, so students right out of high school, students doing a career change. We have students who have a strong art background when they come to us or no art background when they come to us. And we basically start at the beginning, do the foundation skills, and build our way all the way up to more and more complex projects.
Your associate degree is the only option. You guys don't have a diploma or anything?
We do have a diploma, a kitchen and bath focus. It's not ideal for someone who's not already working in a design-related field, but we developed the diploma program with the kitchen and bath focus for people who are already in the industry or related field who want to specialize, or someone who has a previous design degree but maybe has never done kitchen and bath, or they want to switch their focus.
So you do have a couple of options, but associate's degree does seem the way to go.
Yes.
And it's a 2-year program, and only daytime. You do not offer any night times at this
The diploma program is in the evening.
Okay.
But the associate degree right now is during the day.
This is Shelley Wilmoth, and I'm sitting down with Gisele Wells, the Interior Design Program Coordinator here at Forsyth Tech. Gisele, I was doing a little research on the program, and I saw that some teams from the Interior Design Program won top honors at the 2016 Natural Talent Design Competition. Can you tell me about this competition and what it entails?
Sure. This is a competition that our program has participated in for the last 5 years. And what we do is the final studio for the interior design program and the final studio for the architecture program are combined together into a joint classroom. And the faculty from both programs build teams that are a mix of interior design and architecture students. And then they are given their spring semester in that class to do a large-scale project. In the past, it's been the Natural Talent Design Competition. For the 6 years that we did it, the last 5 we took first place, and of that 5, 3 of them we took second place, and we got an honorable mention one of those years. That competition has actually ended. They're not hosting it, and so this year we're actually doing a design proposal for the Learning Commons. That was part of the bond referendum that passed this last fall here on campus. So that's been a really great opportunity for the students to possibly have a lasting effect on our campus here with some of the ideas that they generate through their design proposals.
Sounds like some high stakes that you guys go through, and that your students and your teachers know their stuff. Mm-hmm. So what would you say that a student looking into this program would need to get before they came to see you guys?
Yeah, so definitely a high school diploma is really our minimum requirement. We do speak to the students who are interested in our program about, what our studio classes are structured like, kind of the difference between us and a more traditional 2-year degree. We are very arts-based, creative process that this field requires you to be a lifelong learner. It's not a set of skills that is like, if you know this, that's all you ever need to know. Just changing trends and technology, building codes, building systems, materials, products. It's ever-changing and ever-evolving. So you really need to come into this with the knowledge that you will need to be a lifelong learner and that this field requires a lot of you, and our programs ask a lot of you. We may be a 2-year degree program, but we are by no means an easy way to get a design education. We ask the same things of our students that 4-year programs do. And so we like to be very upfront about that, and that this is more than a decorating program. If you want to do that, that's wonderful, and we will cover how to do that. But we're also going to teach you all of the technical skills that come with actually doing the interior design work, not just the finishing of the space. And so for some students, that's more than they want. And I think that's one of the reasons why, we finish about 50% of the students that start our program, okay. Which is typical in a creative arts program.
Mm-hmm. So your growth rate over the program over the last 5 years. Have you seen an increase in students?
We have. It's really interesting, actually. When the college enrollment as a whole was really skyrocketing, ours stayed about the same. And we typically, with each incoming class in the fall, we would have between 75 to 100% of our seats full, but we would see a pretty quick decrease in that amount for people not really wanting to do this once they got into it. As the economy has improved and the outlook for creative arts jobs has increased and gotten better, we've actually seen an increase in enrollment and an increase in the number of students who stay and who really did their homework and knew what they were getting into, so they made a better choice for themselves.
Do you guys have a job placement internship program?
So we do not require a work-based learning experience, although we do have a few students that choose to do it. We've placed them with area firms that do commercial or residential work. We've even had one do an internship at a museum who was very interested in exhibit design. So we've had students do that. In 2015, we increased our credit hours in the program in order for our students to remain eligible for a licensing that they can get after they've worked in the field for a while based on their education and work experience. And as a result, we have less students that are interested in doing a formal internship. Now, a lot of our students in the last 2 or 3 years have actually been employed before they graduated, and a lot of that grew out of a part-time opportunity that grew into more of a full-time position as they got closer to graduating. So, in my opinion, I think if students want to do work-based learning through the school, fantastic, and we will help them do that. Or if that structure and of that set hour requirement doesn't work for them, then there are a lot of non-school sponsored internships that are good opportunities as well that just offer more flexibility. If you do work-based learning, you have to do at least 10 hours a week. And for our students, they're already on campus and doing work with us in class for 20, 30, 40 hours a week. So if they also have another job and a family, that makes squeezing in an extra 10 hours really hard.
What would you say is your most common job placement when you leave this program?
So I think that's a two-part answer. 50% of our students go on to a 4-year school, whether that was their education goals when they started with us or if they came to that. The other part of our students typically enter the field as a junior designer or design assistant. We've had students go work at your kind of typical firm that you would think of with designers and architects. We've had students go work for flooring companies and retail places that have in-house designers. We've had students follow other related fields like graphic design or photography, more of that kind of crafty decorating staging side as well. So it's a really varied degree, and our graduates end up doing a wide range of things, either in the interior design field or in related fields.
Well, it sounds to me, if you would like a challenge, you're creative and very hardworking, that the interior design program would be something that you would want to look into. I really appreciate your time today. I thank you for sitting down with me, and I hope you have a wonderful day.